Hi guys, so I am back with another video for you, and today we're going to look at using kind of other mediums and mixing those with our watercolors. So I found some oil pastels that we had kind of in the house, just kind of laying around, and then I want to kind of try and put those with some watercolors and just kind of have a play today. So it's not going to be like a great masterpiece, it's just something fun and creative and, you know, trying out different mediums. So I'm just showing you here that I got this test pack of Sennelier oil pastels off Jerry's Artarama. So my mum was ordering some markers and pencils, and we needed just a couple more dollars to get to the free shipping. So I grabbed a packet of these to kind of try them out, and then you can see there that I've used the white one. So I used that on this page of the roses that I'm showing you there. And what I did on that page was I actually just outlined the white on the page, and then I put the watercolor over it. But I'm not sure that I really love that, because I don't want, you know, the oil to ruin the brushes, and I don't want the oil to get all through my watercolors. So I'm also just showing you there some gelatos which you can use as well, and I really love the gelatos. So here's a couple of pages of you know, both the right and the left page I've used the gelatos there, and I did some swatching and things like that. So I think I'm also showing you here that this is the Hanamura sketchbook, and I've shown it before, but I really do like it just for kind of playing and swatching and kind of looking at different color combos and, you know, composition and things like that. So this is the A5 size, which is 6 by 8 inches, and the paper is not, you know, it's not artist quality, it's just sort of, so it's cellulose paper, I think, which is wood pulp, so it doesn't absorb the watercolor in the really nice way that the cotton paper does. And but, you know, you do get just a decent amount of room, you get a nice amount of play, and you can see here that the colors do kind of separate and granulate and do really nice things, you know, blooms and things on the paper there. So, you know, it is what it is. It's a sketchbook. It's not for kind of finished pieces, but it's just really nice and portable and compact, and I just really like it. And so here I've done a little waterfall there on some Saunders Waterford cotton paper and some swatches and things. So, all right, where are we here? So we're going to get into the sketchbook we're going to use today, which is the Venezia from Jackson's Art. So I'll try and link all this below. And this, I don't mind this either. It's a 9 by 12, so it's quite a large sketchbook, but I just really enjoy it for the room that it gives you. And here I'm also just showing you, I have done half of a tutorial of this French interiors, and I've done it step by step, so it's super easy, and, you know, we'll go through it all. But I haven't got to the point where I can put the watercolor on it yet, because I'm not sure how much time that will need. I was hoping to get that done for you before Christmas. I was actually going to upload it all, you know, on Christmas Eve, but I just couldn't get any more done. So anyway, that will come at some point, that French interiors you know, tutorial. So now we're just gonna jump right in here, I think, and I'm just showing you that I'm using kind of my watercolor box there, my palette, and I'm trying to figure out, I couldn't get it in frame, and then I was just kind of saying that it's not too important, because we're not really working on, like, I'm not mixing any colors or anything, I'm just grabbing them, putting them down, and we're just really playing with sort of the, you know, different mediums and the pastels today. So I've just put down a bit of Naples yellow in kind of some circular motions there, and then I'm just putting a little bit of, I think, shell pink or something like that in with it. So I'm just doing that and just kind of branching out, making some more petals there. And then we're going to sort of go back in and, you know, use oil pastels on top of this. So I'm kind of trying it the opposite way than I did the first one that I showed you, where I put the oil pastel down first. We're going to try and put the watercolor down and then, you know, use the oil pastels on top. So I'm just doing a couple of little buds here, and I chose sort of an orange color, but now that I am kind of looking back, I'm thinking, why didn't I just do like Queen Rose or something? So, you know, to give the little rosebuds, they're always a little bit of a deeper color. Anyway, I'm just kind of having a little play here and putting some leaves in. And one of the hard things is, like, I was kind of pressed for time when I was doing this, and I always, this is part of my, you know, New Year's resolution to be an elegant thinker kind of thing. Like, try and take a step back even if you're rushed, and just try and concentrate, like, okay, you know, I've got a few minutes here, what can I do, instead of like being, oh no, you know, just let me grab some colours, I'm not really sure. So I didn't do a great job of it here, but anyway, now I'm just showing you that this is the side of the rose, so it's kind of like a sort of elongated curve, and then I've put a little bit on top, and then I'm kind of adding side petals and some bottom petals here for the rose shape there. And then I think we just add some more, sort of glaze a few more leaves on top of those leaves. And one of the nice things about leaves is that you can kind of just do some and then do some other colours, you know, glaze different colours on top. And I really enjoy the you know, the transparent watercolor tutorial that I did. I really love that, and I want to get back into like doing some more of those, but it is quite time consuming, so I just haven't sort of had time to do that yet. But I do love that look, and I kind of want to create some really nice pieces, you know, doing some of that. But anyway, here at the side I'm just doing some stripes, and then I'm kind of adding little extra bits of watercolor to kind of create a bit of texture in that kind of stripe. And now I'm just going to go back up and fill in one more little rose up the top there, and then I'm just kind of layering on some extra colour on those little rosebuds there. So I think I'm just kind of doing some washes, some light washes of colour here. I'm just kind of trying to get a bulk of the page kind of filled, so that we can, you know, use the oil pastels and kind of just draw some little things on top. So I'm just using some lemon yellow there, I think, at the minute. I think I'm just putting some Naples yellow in there. So nothing too exciting. The other thing is Neo Color too. So the Neo Color pastels would be really nice with this effect as well. I really love the Neo Colors. So they have a beautiful consistency, and they're just a really, really nice product. You can use them like in lots of different ways as well. You can, you know, lay them straight onto the paper. You can create like a palette with them and use them off a palette. So they're a really nice product, and I think I have done like a video about them before, but I really do like them. So here I'm just using, I think this one's actually a chalk pastel. So I was just kind of using whatever we had there, and just creating some shadows in the little white creases inside the flower there. So filling in some of those white spaces. And then here I'm using like a really bright neon pink oil pastel in that rose, and then sort of a goldy one here with the leaves. And I'm just doing everything really sort of quick and sketch-like, so it's you know, very loose lines, and it's just a really nice way to do sort of a really quick idea and sort of see if that will work, or see if you want to change things, and look at colours, form, and all that kind of stuff. So here I'm just still just filling in the outlines of the where I want kind of some shadow and shading to kind of be within the rows, and if I want the outlines to be larger or things like that. And then again, just going in and like overlaying colour over the watercolor. So just sort of seeing how it would take it, and if how vibrant it would be and things like that. Just kind of looking at the different mediums, how they interact, how they sort of can coexist on the page and in your artwork. Okay, so here I think I'm just going to speed up this process, and I am not exactly sure what I'm showing you here. I must be talking something to do with the other oil pastels and how that worked. I am not really sure, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to speed up this next part so you can just kind of watch me add in like all these different sort of colours, and I'm going to put the date in, and I'll finish the little frame. I think that the frame is kind of my signature, like I seem to do one on every piece of artwork or every page. So I'm just going to let you kind of look at this in kind of sped up, and then I want to come back and say a couple of things about I think I show you the gelatos in a little while, and how easily they work on the page. So I will be back to talk about that in a minute. Okay, so I am back with just this little bit here. I'm showing you the gelato and how easy it is to kind of add these to the page. And, I'm just sort of applying it the same way that I would the oil pastels or like a crayon. But then I can come back in with my brush and really make that really, water out really softly. So the other nice thing that I like to do with the gelatos is just cut a little bit off the top, like maybe a 1/2 inch, and put them in a little tin and use those as a travel watercolor palette. So, that's something as well if you want to do something like that. It's nice for kids, it's nice, just I like it as well, so it's just a nice little extra thing that you can do. And I think I do have like a just a photo of that on my Instagram somewhere as well. I might see if I can you know, link that below. But anyway, so I'm just using a bit of a periwinkle colour here. And I like these. You can get them in singles at Michael's, and then you can also get packs like off Amazon. So, and then I feel like just right there I ruined the whole rose there. So I hate how I like cut that petal off. So for the rest of it, I'm just trying to fix that kind of, you know, I shortened the petal too much there and I didn't like it. Okay, so, and here I am just, you know, watering this out and just showing you how nicely that kind of works on the page. And so that's something like if you want a little bit more control or a little bit of kind of shading somewhere, it's a really nice way to do that. I'm still working on this rose, so... So I do a little bit more work. I actually did a bit more work on it today, and you'll see like a little bit of footage now of that, and then I will see you guys in the next video. Have a really nice week. Bye for now.